Hey guys, sanctuary cities are putting Americans in danger, and Jim Jordan is not holding back. In this explosive hearing that I'm about to show you, he absolutely tears into the Denver mayor for his city's policies that led to a violent migrant being released with just a 1-hour warning to ICE. And what happened next? An ICE officer was assaulted. Guys, this is the reality of weak immigration enforcement, and Jordan makes it clear. These policies protect criminals, not citizens. You've got to see this exchange for yourself. Let's roll the clip.
Mayor Johnston, who's Abraham Gonzalez?
Thank you, Congressman. He is a individual that was released from the county jail on Friday in the city and county of Denver.
That's all you know about him?
I do know that he was facing charges that the
Venezuelan gang member arrested by Border Patrol on September 20th, 2023, released into the country by the Biden administration. A few months later, he's arrested in your city, charged with aggravated assault. On March 11th, 2024, he's charged with motor vehicle theft, stole a car, and then on March 20th, 2024, Mr. Gonzalez is charged with felony menacing. 6 days after that last charge, I send you a detainer, which includes an administrative warrant. Basically, it says if you're going to release this bad guy, this gang member who allegedly stole a car, menaced people, and assaulted people, give us a 48-hour heads up. Is that right? That refresh your memory?
I do know about the detainer request. I do know that we provided a notification of release.
What kind of notice did you give ICE when you released him?
We gave him notification. I'm not sure how long in advance it was. I do know that there was
1 hour notice, and you released him 5 days ago, right? Why not give him more heads up? Actually, let's put the slide up. Let's see what it says here. Let's put the slide up. This is what the Denver Sheriff's Department, it's kind of hard to see, so I'll read it. It says, Denver Sheriff Department, ICE notification being released to the streets. I simply said, just release him to us. You release him to the streets. Why not release him to ICE?
Thank you. What we've done, and we do this regularly, we've done 1,226 of these, is we notify ICE.
I'm asking about one. I'm not asking about the 1,200. I'm asking about Mr. Abraham Gonzalez, who's a gang member from Venezuela, stole a car, assaulted someone. You had him in your custody for how long?
I know that we released him.
345 days you had him in custody. And I said, hey, can you give us 48 hours heads up?
I don't know.
You gave him 1 hour notice.
Mr. Congressman, we notified them released. There were 6 ICE agents present when he was released, so they had enough time to respond and to be present.
Respond where?
To the jail where we released him from. So we released him we notified them of the release time. When we notify them of release, they come to the jail facility to pick them up.
Why didn't you say that's not what you said. You said you released him to the streets. Did you release him to the streets? You release him to ICE?
What we do, sir, is we release him from our county jail, and we coordinate with ICE on that release time and release date so that ICE can come and pick them up from that location.
Pick them up where? In the parking lot?
Yes, sir. They're on the facility
property.
Guess
what happened in the parking lot?
I know, sir. I've reviewed the video. So I looked at it. I've talked to the sheriff last night.
One of the ICE officers got assaulted, didn't he?
I've reviewed the video,
They had to tase the guy, didn't they?
Would you like me to answer, sir?
No, I'd like you to answer. Did they tase him?
I know that there were 6 officers that had multiple tasers. I saw the detention on video. So they had 6 officers.
If you keep him in the facility and they come in the facility and get him, does it take 6 officers? Probably takes 2, doesn't it?
So we've been doing these, as I mentioned, 1,226 times. This is the first time I've been made aware of there's been an incident like this. So I reached out to ICE after I saw the video. I've coordinated with their team and offered to sit down and see if there are procedures we can change.
It's a simple
question. This works smoothly.
It's a simple question. You can release him in the parking lot, give ICE 1 hour notice, and they got to send 6 officers to arrest this guy. Or you can say, hey, here's what we're going to do. We're going to hold him. You come in and bring 2 officers in, and you turn him over there. Why not do it that way?
We have a city ordinance.
You know why you don't do it that way?
We have a city ordinance that governs.
Because you're a sanctuary city. This is the whole point.
No, sir, I disagree with you.
Okay.
Because I'll tell you why. If you talk about sanctuary as a definition of shielding people from law enforcement, we do not do that. What we do is provide services. In this context, what we did is we coordinated the release.
An officer got assaulted because of your policy, which says we're going to release him to, in your words, not mine, to the streets. They have to arrest him in the parking lot. They bring 6 officers when they could have had 1 or 2 just come in your facility, in the jail, and take the guy there. But you won't do it that way.
I've seen the video. I've reached out to ICE. I've offered to sit down and coordinate on strategies. If we need to make adjustments to what we do on releases, we'll do that. This is the first time in the 1,226 releases
You know,
I've
I read your
so we'll
written
take
testimony
action.
last night. I read your written testimony last night. 4.5 pages. And you used the words safe, safer, or safety 13 times. Talking about my job is to protect the safety of the people in Denver. We prioritizing making sure everyone in our community is safe. That's a lie. Because it was not safer for the ICE agents who are part of your community. No way was it safer. The safest thing to do is to say, ICE, we got him in custody. Come here, we're releasing. We held him 345 days. We can't hold him a second longer. We can't wait for you to come inside the building. We got to let him go, so you have to arrest him in the parking lot. That is how stupid sanctuary policies are and what they mean to the community that you put at risk and to the ICE officers ICE officer who was assaulted, and they had to use a taser on the. It's not good.
Mr. Chairman.
Okay, guys, first of all, do me a big favor. Hit that thumbs up like button if you think that Jim Jordan is right to call out these sanctuary city policies, because it really does help get the message out, so I appreciate everyone's support. Let's break this down. The Denver mayor claims that they coordinated with ICE, but in reality, they just gave a 1-hour notice before releasing a violent gang member into the streets. Instead of holding him until ICE could safely take custody, they let him out into a parking lot where, surprise, surprise, an ICE officer was assaulted trying to re-arrest him. This isn't an isolated case. The mayor admitted that this has happened 1,226 times already. Think about that. How many other dangerous criminals have just been set free because of sanctuary policies? This is exactly, guys, and I'm telling you, this is exactly why sanctuary cities are so dangerous. These policies don't just ignore federal immigration law, they actively protect criminals at the expense of law-abiding citizens. That's you and me. And Jordan nailed it when he said, this is the whole point. That's exactly right. This isn't incompetence. It's a deliberate choice to shield illegal immigrants from deportation no matter the risk. Now, who does this really protect? The mayor wants to make this sound like it's a misunderstanding, but let's be real. Why would a city refuse to cooperate fully with ICE in the first place? If a legal U.S. citizen commits a violent crime, they don't get this kind of special treatment. So why are illegal migrants being handled with kid gloves? What message does this send that they can break our laws and still be shielded by these cities? And how many more incidents like this need to happen before real change is brought about? How many Americans have to be victims of crimes that could have been prevented? How long before Democrats admit that these policies they're not compassionate, they're reckless? And if you're a mayor, your job is to protect your city's citizens first. So why are these leaders bending over backwards for illegal immigrants instead? Now, guys, I want to hear from you. I want to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment down below. Do you think that sanctuary cities should be banned? Should there be federal penalties for mayors who refuse to cooperate with ICE? Let's get the discussion going, guys. And if you want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. It helps us keep exposing these issues and bringing you the real news. Appreciate everybody for watching. You'll have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one.